Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Stoneshard with the Rags to Riches update live. And I want to say, as of the time of me recording this video, just yesterday, there was a massive update to the game, not like Rags to Riches where there's all this new content, but rather balancing changes and fixes. And we will discuss those as they emerge, but the most important ones that I want us to focus on that we've actually touched on, I don't want to spoil too much about content further on down and how it's been affected, would be that fodder, which was a good moneymaker for us, has been significantly nerfed. So this is not a moneymaker anymore, I don't think. I still have to do more testing to determine the extent to which this is true, but somebody told me that you can't even sell it to the general vendor. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to verify that myself, but let's take fodder off the table probably as a good moneymaker. Now, in response to that, they did lower the price of our caravan upgrades, which once we get far enough to get the caravan, by progressing the main quest line here, doing contracts in Osbrook and then going to Bryn, upgrading our kind of mobile base, which is one of the large systems that was introduced with the Rags to Riches update and actually kind of revolutionizes the game, is an amazing update feature, and I love it. It is cheaper, so you need less money slightly in that way. Also, all ranged weapons have one additional range, and there should be less chance for us to get ambushed on the road when traveling overworld. And the enemy groups in the overworld should be smaller, at least that's what it said. Now, there's some other changes too, and if you've noticed anything significant for this beginning portion of the game, please let me know. I'll try to kind of fill in all of the gaps, and I'm still learning and rolling with these changes because there was a ton of them, and they came out, including there were balance changes to many abilities. So, for example, our Raise Shield ability actually has it is increased block chance from what it used to be, but decreased block power, if I'm remembering the update notes correctly. So that's actually fine. I'd like to block more anyway. You can see our inventory here. We're doing just fine. We are working on killing all the enemies here in the Bandit Den, and we've gone a few more directions that we need to go. Our crowbar is fine. So unfortunately, there's no interior map in Stoneshard, so you kind of have to use the middle mouse button and just drag around to see where you have been. So we have filled out that southern branch, and now we can go over here to the west. Our health is okay, 14% below max based on some torso and head wounds. Our morale is still god-awful, but we're going to keep going. And as soon as we get a little bit further into this room, I am going to examine surroundings. There's no traps that I can see at the moment. And we can expect to see some bad guys. There's a door up here. I'm not going to open this. I haven't noticed enemies coming out of these little bedrooms too frequently, if at all, so I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to worry about enemies around the corner. There should be somebody. And if you can't see anybody, you can always just shout. And our shout should extend 1 or 2 tiles beyond our field of vision. Okay, well then maybe there is an enemy in there, but I don't know if they're going to come out or not. Unless, was there another way that we could go that we haven't yet? Oh yeah, we haven't gone this way. Okay, yeah, there's this main chamber. Okay. This is just a dead end before we go north into that larger chamber. All right, fine. So, let's go ahead and break everything. Yep, look for food. Just good stuff in these containers. Well, not that one, but this, like these ones that you can break, generally they've got stuff inside. Now, even though I say fodder is not a moneymaker, I don't want you to take that as it's not useful. It is important because you need it to feed your animals to move your caravan around. So it has a use, and it's still worth producing. All right, I'm going to pick up this bolt, and I'm going to open this door. Just examine surroundings. Okay, no traps in this bedroom. Let's just check everything out. If it's locked, we can pick it with our crowbar. Notice how it's not like pick and then pick with crowbar like it is disarm. It's just pick, and that uses our crowbar. And we found some money and a spool of thread. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go over here. You know what? They used to add this. Correct me if I'm wrong. But maybe one of the changes too with the update was it used to be on something like a charcoal chunk or a spool of thread. It would add to the tooltip that this was an ingredient to upgrade your caravan. But maybe they have made that invisible until you actually get the caravan. I don't recall if they used to put that on there early and then they've like redacted that, or if that's always how it's been, but just something I'm noticing. This sells for just a little bit, so we'll take it. While we have inventory space, we could take garbage, but we'd like something better than that. Okay, let's go up here. Alright, so the enemies in this northern section are sequestered behind this door, so that means we can actually push W and just break this stuff open, see if there's anything that we want before going in there. Okay. And then now, here come the enemies. Alright, there's two of them. Okay, so let's shift-click. This is the boss, Sven the Wicked. And he's got with him a goon. So I'm going to actually walk back. They will be chasing us, but I don't want a third enemy. I don't really want two, to be honest with you. I think we can take this, but it is a little bit scary. We have healed back up to, being only 7% below max threshold because the pain and the injuries are subsiding over time. But I'm going to just take a moment. I'm going to use the middle mouse. That's the way out. So what I'm doing is backing myself up so that I can get to the exit if I need to. In my experience, enemies are rare to follow you out of a dungeon unless maybe they're adjacent to the exit. So this could be a way that we provide an escape route for ourselves if we have to have it. I don't want to, and it's generally not the best idea, but sometimes if it's your only option, then that's what you have. We do not want to back ourselves up against a wall. This guy's got a mace. He could easily use some kind of swing or ability that would slam us up against a wall. He could kick us. Actually, we could see what he's got. He has... Yeah, he does have kick. So this kick has knockback. Any ability that the enemy has that has knockback, you want to make sure that you have a tile behind you so you don't take extra damage from getting smashed up against something. I'm actually, though, you see how they're kind of staggered like this? I'm going to move this way, diagonally up, and then I'm going to keep myself right here. And this... Actually, I'm going to go one more so that I can diagonally run from this position. I'm doing this because if this guy comes up to this square to the left of us, then this guy will have to go down and around to get adjacent to us to hit us. And that will take him one extra turn. So really we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns before this guy can get here. Which we can use to kind of soften this guy up, hopefully. So there are 2 squares in between us. I can't shoot right now, but is there any food that I could eat that would give me like a slight buff in this situation? Not really. I don't have the best stuff for that, but it's okay. Am I about to be hungry? No. And I'm not really about to be thirsty either. Okay. I don't have enough time to switch to my crossbow and shoot this guy, so I'm just going to push spacebar. When he's 1 tile away, I'm going to raise shield, and now he's on us. Now, normally what I'd like to do is wait to use my abilities that are multi-target until this guy is in range to hit them both. But because this jerk is stout, he should be slightly stronger. He's still low danger. If this says medium danger, be scared. But most of the stuff at a 1 skull should just be low danger. he's still low danger, but he is more stout than a regular dude. So I'm going to start chopping this guy right away. And I'm going to stagger him. We crit him. Okay. So he used armor break on us, which, you know, we have been staggered for one turn, but that is okay. I'm going to hit this guy, and you could see that we've actually got him down to 38%. We're going to be okay here, probably. We're almost done. That guy's dead, and then now it's just us one-on-one versus this guy. We're going to raise our shield. We're going to cleave. Ooh, we missed. That's annoying. We actually... Okay. It's either we hit or we die right here. So we died. And that is really unfortunate. Obviously, that was not my intention, but it gives us a chance to talk about what happens when you die. So how did we die? Well, we died because we missed that guy effectively 3 times in a row. So we missed on our cleaving strike, which would have killed him or put a bleed on him, which would have helped to kill him. And then we missed twice in a row. And if you just roll badly like that and you miss, then, you know, that's going to happen to you. It's not great, but that's the reality. We are 80% accuracy with our weapon. Now, we were injured, and when you get injured, your accuracy diminishes, so that's the breaks. You have to kind of accept that. We killed the boss pretty easily, and in hindsight, maybe we could have just waited to use Cleaving Strike and Breakthrough until the other guy was there, because it wasn't that much harder. But to be honest, I don't even know if that would have helped. It was just unlucky that we missed our rolls. Running away would not have helped us right there, because we would have provoked an attack of opportunity and have died. It's just sometimes in a situation like that where you open the door, there's just 2 guys. We didn't get to get a crossbow shot off because the guys are right there. It's where you just need to hit. You just need to get a hit. Now, because of that, I'm going to show you something. The next ability that we're going to be taking is going to be called Seize the Initiative, and this boosts your accuracy if you hit with it, but the attack itself has a boost to accuracy, so this is nice. Arna does get a boost, you know, herself, you know, when people are around us, a reduction to damage taken, but nevertheless, it just wasn't enough. So what happens is we have to load our game, and because we don't have the caravan and we didn't have a bedroll, we are back here at the inn. Now, luckily, we've done a good bit of the quest, the contract already. We just are here after having rested, and we need to do what we did before we set out, which is sell our cleavers and such to J-Bar, and get back there. We are sad, of course, to have died, but it happens. And this is why I don't play permadeath, because sometimes the rolls can just go against you. Okay, so what you selling? And, oh wait, no, not what you're selling. I need to turn in this quest. My God, man, I've finished your task. There we go. And I'm going to just top off all of my items for repair, like so. You know what? While we're here, we can test the fodder situation. I will just, you know, create some fodder here. Put this in my inventory and see. Yeah, he no longer buys it. So not only, I believe when the update said they reduced the price of fodder, the way I interpreted that was, well, it costs less, so you're going to get less if you try to sell it, and that's how they nerfed it. But maybe it just costs less, but nobody buys it, or very few people buy it. So we can't even sell it at all, but filling up our caravan is a little bit cheaper. So they clearly didn't like that people were making money in that fashion, and that's where we are. I'm going to sell the rope. And is there anything that I want? I will buy the ID scrolls. This necklace is better than nothing. I'll take it. And I'm going to drop this on the ground and these arrows on the ground, and we are going to go back. So I will say I am surprised that we died, because Arna is so strong, but the thing is, we haven't gotten any nice armor upgrades yet. We're still wearing some pretty junky armor. So these kind of things can happen, and dying in this game is not something to hang your head about, because it's a very challenging game. If you get unlucky with the rolls or with the patrolling of enemies, this is why you save it. And sometimes you have to just, retrace your steps and do it again. Alright, so I'm just going to use middle mouse to slide this all the way over, and I'm just going to run us this way. Oh, you know what? I'll get the spearmen. And we are hungry. I forgot about buying food. So, let's eat these berries and this rhubarb and such. Hemp we can turn into rope, which we can use for upgrades or just to sell. Alright, so I'm gonna... well, there is a little cooking we could do if we find the right stuff. But I doubt it. Remember, inside... we found a bunch of, mushrooms, or, vegetables and things, so we can use those, too. Here's some more berries. Now, the mushrooms that are growing around here, sadly, are not the kind that we want. They're going to give us some bad effects, but there is some lentil here, and some rhubarb. More blueberries. Fantastic. Honestly, I'm going to start eating a bunch of these. I can't turn them all into salad. There's a leek. Alright, there's a lot of good stuff here. We might be able to craft something after all. There's another lentil. I'm going to go ahead and eat this and this. Bah. And I'm going to open the lentils, I guess, that I found. I'll just eat one. Okay. Alright, so this other lentil, we'll just go ahead and open it. There we go. And we should be able to... lentil soup takes 2 lentils and a veg. Yeah. Lentil, lentil. Veg. Merge our water. We can cook this and just eat it right out. There we go. Alright, much better situation. The fruit salad, sadly, all we have are berries, so you can't make a fruit salad. I wish you could. But what you can do is just eat it all. We can save 2 if we get some berries randomly. I'm just going to eat a ton here. And I'm going to... How is my hunger? 10%, that should be fine. We're going to eat the spearmint. We're going to try to boost our morale a little bit. Open up crafting and just make a little anyway. Okay, sort. I am thirsty, that's fine. Alright, we're going to drink. I think I saw another spearmint up here, yeah. Just going to go ahead and gobble it up, try to raise my morale a little bit. Alright, let's get in here. Okay. So we need to come down here and finish this area. I'm going to switch to my crossbow. Okay. Giant axe. Alright, we're just kind of getting the stuff that we did not have. It'll be interesting to see if this is all the same as what we had before, or if any of these items are new. Well, that's unfortunate. Pine cap, alright. And we got some food. We could make some, peasant soup if we needed to. I actually think that does improve your morale. It's not the worst idea in the world, is it? Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Yeah, it gives you a 1% morale boost. Alright, so you need veg, and vegetable or mushroom. We do have a mushroom that is a safe mushroom. Kind of. Hopefully. I'm gonna eat that. Okay. So we boosted our morale a little bit. Not much. But we're not going to worry about hunger for a while. I'm going to switch back to my crossbow. We know where the enemies are. There's only 2 left, I believe. The boss. Oh no. We haven't cleared out this path. Was this guy here? I was wondering this, if it would be any different at all. Oh, he can't move. So we hit his... The reason he can't move is we hit his leg, I believe. And it pinned him in place. So he's got like a leg injury for a moment. Alright, we're going to raise shield. He is going to hit us from afar. And there's not much we can do. But we killed him pretty easily there. Okay. Rope. Yeah, I mean, or it's just randomly rolled, but I swear we got, like, vegetables out of that when I opened it last time. This is the same loot. Yeah, a lot of this is the same. Maybe I'm just making things up. It would not be the first time that my memory is foggy. Alright. So, at this point, I'm going to switch to my crossbow and see if I can get a look. It's possible that breaking this barrel outside the door is what alerted them, and they were coming to investigate, because the door kind of opened. Yeah. Okay, so I think maybe I made noise. I didn't know if the noise would go through the door that much, but it did, apparently. So this guy's coming. They're both coming, but we can use this as an opportunity here. I just want to see how many we got. The same two guys. Okay. I'm going to walk all the way back to same place I was, right here. Honestly, that hit right there is very helpful. I am going to save my abilities this time. Ow. I counterattacked that guy, I believe. Okay, and see how different it went? This is what I'm talking about. We did get the crossbow hit, which was very, very nice. And we did save our abilities, but even so, this guy right here, at 18% health, wants to run away. Whereas at 4% health last time, he did not want to run away. So there's so much variance, which is how sometimes deaths can happen, where we missed our rolls. I mean, I procced a counterattack against the boss right there, which killed him. And then this guy, I didn't miss with my cleave on him, and he's got a bleed, and he's about to die, and he wants to run away. Whereas last time, he didn't want to run away. He wanted to stay and fight, and I missed him twice in a row. So these kind of things can happen. Don't get too upset. There are times when there's just a little bit of RNG with how some of the encounters go. All you can do as a player is just put yourself in the best possible position to succeed. And this time, because I didn't break those barrels and attract the enemies, I had the extra time to fire 2 shots. I hit on one of them, and we got some luckier rolls. So you couple all of those things together, and this was a much easier encounter. Look at this. We're at 76 health. And we're not going to spare him, by the way. We have to kill him for the contract. We didn't get into the mercenary business to spare a man who was just trying to kill us. And who is a bandit who's, you know... Anyway. It's not about moralizing, it's just about roasted meat morsels is what it's about. Apparently, there's some nuggets. We got some nuggies. All right. So, the boss didn't really drop anything. They're over there, unfortunately, but we could come into this room. There might be another guy, so I'm going to reload. Sometimes there's just some third rando who doesn't come in with the big group. I'm just searching all the time for traps. This is the boss's private quarters. Okay, so there's no traps and there's no bad guys. So let's go ahead and open this. All right. This decanter sells well. So does this gold nugget. I'm going to take everything. What does this do? No, it's not very good for us. Now, I'll show you. This gold nugget, you should be able to drop it into your bag. Same thing with the gaming dice. Drop these into our bag. Any of these 1 square valuables, or many of them anyway, I should say, will do that for us. And let's go check over here. Hey, he's got a full durability crowbar. That's tremendous. There's an apple, also tremendous. We can use that for the fruit salad. Ooh, a spear treaty. So read a treaty if you find it. We learn all of these spear abilities, but more importantly, you see we got 25 experience. And take this book, you can sell it. You could sell it to the general vendor, but you can get more money if you save it later and sell it to a book vendor. All right, I'm just kind of checking all of the loot here. Okay. Well, we need a morale. Let's go ahead and have a drink. I'm not going to take the mug. Vermouth. Well, that'll get us really, really wasted. A nice thing you can do with something like that is you can just drink it and get really drunk before you sleep, and then it'll wear off when you sleep. So this cloak is curiously, well, not curiously, it's just better than what we have. And this is a piece of leather scrap that we can use to repair our shoes, which are damaged, so I will use it. So this cloak is better than what we have. It is damaged, but it's slightly better, so we'll take it. Don't even bother with the other. Picking up your old cloak, it doesn't sell well, even if repaired. And at this point, to the best of my knowledge, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but once it says claim the reward, once you've gotten all the check marks filled and it says claim the reward, you don't have to worry about the time limit. You can take your time to loot everything, because if you go claim the reward, this instance will close and you will lose access to all of this loot. So make sure you've got everything from this place before you bail. And I think that we've searched it pretty reasonably. There might be some, yeah, these containers up here, there might be some breakable containers for us. But that's it. Awesome. Okay, everybody. Well, we did it. We completed the first contract. We had our first death with this character, probably the first of many. This is a very challenging game. Things can go wrong quickly, and if you don't get the right rolls, sometimes it's all over. And you could see how different that encounter played out twice, which is why you want to save the game often and, you know, do your best to think about what went wrong so you can try to make it better if there is anything in your power to do so, and give yourself a shot in the next one. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. I'm going to continue to test these new updates and try to give you all the knowledge I learned from it. And if you guys noticed anything, please share those in the comments below with the patch and balancing updates that they did. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.